Hello people of the internet, welcome back to what used to be another instalment of Next Gen Racing's VW Cup. We are live from Autopolis in Japan for this one. I'm just going to pop a little message up to the boys because I'm hosting. Let's give them a 2-minute warning. That's that. So the next job is going to be to get this link posted all around. I say all around it, and then I'll be with you. There we go. That's the link. So we're live. Let me just check you can hear me. 1 second. Can you hear me? Yes, you can. Perfect. Right, in just a second. I will let you sort of watch Fraser fight it out around this one in a minute. So we're live. What's that? A minute until quali, and then we'll go through everything. KPX99, evening buddy. I'm good mate, I am good. How about yourself? Done much practice on this one? Betfly, evening my lover. Fraser cockpit cam in it mate. So you're going from, I'm not even this view are you? This is what you're looking at right now, isn't it mate? Yeah, it's not bad. Decent visibility out of these swackos. Right, let's get qualifying underway. Start qualifying. Everyone's entered yet. I should have checked that before I started qualifying. Sorry, who cares? Fraser, well, you've done one lap, mint. Yeah, but it's qualifying's practice, mate, isn't it? That's what. To be fair, I've got a league that starts tomorrow and I've done no practice. Nothing. Not even a lap. You can do the next best thing though, Burnt Fire, which is watch the action live on my YouTube with super professional commentary. You know what I mean? So, your employers will quite happily pay you to watch racing on YouTube. Like, how does that work? Do they know you're doing it? Are you sneaking off on like what is the world's longest toilet break, or how is this working, mate? I need details. I also need details of who your employer is if they basically let you take a 40-minute long dump. Won't say pro commentary. Well, you know what? That's the last time I vote for your moves as overtake of the race, innit? You absolute swine hog. Just set this back to live for a minute. Right, so anyway, I'll catch on with the action. So the boys are out qualifying at the minute. They're doing a little 10-minute qualifier. Laps at Autopolis 1 minute 10, probably creeping to the slightly lower realms of that. We've got 7 boys in the room tonight, so it's not the most busy lobby we've had, but it's not the longest track, so we shouldn't miss this one too much. So Lightblade's just finishing his outlap. Now Lightblade, as you remember from last week's Goodwood adventure, was putting an absolute stonking performance. Burnt Fry had a bit of a ding-dong, Fraser had a bit of a ding-dong as well. Burnt Fry in his usual punterino manner just banged everyone off the track. Four Fish got involved in that as well. Big Z planted himself face first into the barriers and sort of retired. Darren Davison, hey up mate, how we doing? Good to see you viewing one of my videos. I need to record the video from last night's races, mate, but I probably won't get a chance until the weekend. It's proving to be a busy week this week. So we'll take you on an onboard lap in a minute. We'll just see the first time sort of pile in. So Autopolis is a real life circuit based in Japan. Pretty popular for Super Formula. They do a lot of Super Formula racing here. It's a really good track, actually. It's very technical. It's not the easiest track to get around in front-wheel drive Siroccos. So the best laps so far is Fraser 1:10.0. Lightblade just behind him. Who else has yet to put a time in? Biggsy's not put a time in yet in his OnlyFans livery. I have many questions about that livery, mate. Some I've answered myself, but there we go, we'll leave it at that. Meanwhile, England have gone 2 up against Montenegro. So that's 5th place on the road for Bigsy and JPH 118. So yeah, mate, you need your practice. Come on, get on it. Meanwhile, the boys it's qualifying, lads. Like, chill out, yeah? Come on, chill, bro. So, as Fraser goes on an off-roading adventure and nearly takes out Saxo. What? Mate, come on, it's not a lawnmower. Get it back on the track. Yeah, mate, no practice for tomorrow. But Bathurst, you know what? Both tracks I quite like. What car are you going for tomorrow, mate? Have you picked yet? Right, Fraser, we're coming on board with you, mate. We've got a cockpit cam. There we go. So this is Fraser's view at the minute. So turn 1, almost a blind apex until you're on it. You do want to hook 2 wheels on it, but don't run it wide because that gravel will suck you in. You brake in just before this curb, sort of roll the throttle in. You don't want to go all the way over to the left because you need to flip it back over to the right for the left again. Hit the apexes, nicely done by Fraser, braking on the curb, probably down to like 2nd here, just to control the understeer, even 3rd in some cases. Really roll it all the way out, going through this long sweeping left-hander, which with tyre wear is an absolute killer, but we don't run tyre wear in this race, so they don't have to worry about it. They can murder the tyres all they want. This is where the short course then varies to the long version. The long version has a left-hand hairpin. The short course has an off-camber, down then uphill, sort of 190-degree corner. It's a ridiculous corner. So that's a lap 1:10.4 for Fraser on that one, but that's not by far his fastest lap. As we see, Kaiser 2 set a decent lap time, but not good enough to improve yet. Lightblade's not far off Fraser's time, so we'll see if he can jump him in position. Oh, you put in lad to bed, mate. No, I see, my daughter's gone to bed already. Once. Itchflex DNX. Hello, whoever you are. Good to have you on board. So, who's doing? Who's setting lightning lap times anyway? Let's have a look. Anyone? 4Fish. 4Fish is the man on the move right now. But he's backed out of it, I think. He was purple. He's backed out of that. So he'll be going for a bit of a gap. Yeah, it looks like he's going to file in behind Fraser. So Fraser, I couldn't pole sitter then. Lightblade, can he improve on his time? He can't, no, I'm afraid. 4Fish, we know his lap time is slow. Fraser improves even more, over 1:10.08. Just a slight improvement on his current pole time. A couple of minutes left for these lads now, so enough for a couple more laps. Saxo is a quick lad. He's 4.5 temps off pole position at the minute, so I'll be interested to see if he can raise his game a little bit in these closing laps. He's 3 temps down on his best at the minute, and he goes deep in turn. What is turn 3 technically, even though turn 2 is just a little bump in the road. Fraser may well be using him for a little bit of the slipstream. Let's just have a quick peek at the live timing again. Is anyone up? Not really. So they're all coming to sector 2 now. Sector 2 is a tiny sector though, so there'll be not much time. So Lightblade is on an improved time, but at the same point it's not enough at this stage to beat Fraser. So as he comes across the line, no, not enough. Saxo, what can he do? Can he improve? Fraser can't improve. Neither can Fourfish. KZ2 Haas, now he can't improve either. JPH99 is on a personal best time. Let's see just how good that is. That is not bad at all. He's got an absolute best. Yeah, so he's setting personal best times, but he's not good enough at the minute. He's got a decent sort of gap to KZ2 Haas up ahead. So that's going to be a hard one to overcome. He sets out 1:11.0. So again, Max, Fraser has given up chasing the 109s. Fraser's left the room. Right, okay. That's making me worry a little bit. Disconnect. Fraser, right, get yourself back in. The boys will quit and I'll set the grid manually. Get yourself back in. Right, 1 second, boys. There we go. Lovely GT service. Yeah, Fraser, get back in the lobby, mate. I'll take a picture of what the time. We knew you were on pole, so unless someone does anything about your pole time, a 1:10.0 will stand, mate. So yeah, I'll get you back in. Okay. So Fourfish has given up. Saxo, how are you getting on, mate? We've not got much long left. No one's really setting the timing sheets alight either, I'm afraid. Saxo is down in his time. KZ2 Haas currently 4th in this session, but it will be 5th if Fraser manages to get himself back in. Jordan is 5th in here, but would be 6th in the real world. Biggs is given up. So anyone that crosses the line within the next couple of seconds will be able to continue on with their laps. So we'll just have a look and see if Lightblade is up on his time. No, slightly down, but still enough time to do something about that. Saxo, he's slightly down as well. Yeah, I will wait, Fraser, mate. Don't worry about it, pal. JPH99 doesn't manage to improve. It happened to Buddy yesterday, mate. In the team versus team league, it just randomly threw him out for no reason during qualifying. So yeah, it happens, mate. It's these servers. But try doing a defrag on your PS4 when you get a chance. That's what Darren said he needed to do. So what will happen now? The race will start, but the boys will be asked to leave back to the lobby as soon as the race does start. So that will basically allow Fraser to enter back into the room. We're waiting for him to come back. Fraser, are you on your way back into the room, or are you just not bothering? Or let me know. So the good news for Fraser, mate, is no one's managed to beat pole time. So as long as you get back in the room quickly, just about to say, yeah, can't even see the room. So I'm still here. Qualifier's ended. Easy for people to fall off here though, so as long as you can keep it on the circuit, Jordan, you're in with half a chance. It should still show you the room, mate. So just getting a restart gone. Thanks, lads. Right, Fraser. No reason why you can't see the room, mate. None at all. Rebooting the game again, but it said my NAT is unknown, so connection is restricted. I'll try again 2 seconds. Alright mate, that's fine. Let me just rewind the stream and get qualifying results. 1 second. Right, so quality results were... Yes, he's here. Good lad. Yeah, I think we'll happily add a few minutes on just so we can have an extra body in the room. No matter who it is, I say. Right. Manual reset coming up. Right, so that's that. Right, so I'm not going to be looking at comments just for a minute. Just while I sort this out. Okay. Ready up. So I'm just going to do a quick edit. So it's going to be a practice race. Practice endurance race, sorry. 20 minutes, good start, set by host. There we go. So what I've got to do is I've just got to set the grid manually. With a small grid, this is not a... if you get a DC, it'll become a drop score. Yeah, good point. So, not the end of the world, Fraser. Bloody hell, we're smashing Montenegro. Absolutely crushing them. If you're into your football, I'm not really that bothered. JPH99, I need you to ready up, mate. I can't do this without you. Cheers, dog. Right. Change grid order. So Fraser, you go there. Light Blade, you go there. Let me just get my screenshot up. That's Fraser. Light Blade, 4-fish. Third. Saxo. KZ2 Haas. JPH 99. Bigsy. Am I happy with that? Yes, I am. Why is my keyboard retarded? Right, let's go do it. Let's do this. 20-minute enduro starting now. Let's do it. Fraser, it's no issue, mate. It's added a few minutes on, and who really cares? Don't worry about it, pal. Alright. Let's go! Have I missed out on any comments? Let me have a look. Bad Marshall, how are you doing, my friend? Okay, so for those of you not familiar with the series, this is a 20-minute sprint race. Let's get ready on the action then. So everyone gets away well. Looks like KZ2 has got a bit of a slow start from the back there. That might give Bigsy a chance coming into T1. T1 is sometimes the source of much contention, but these boys do tend to keep it clean. Light Blade challenging for the position. But I think Fraser's managed to hold him off, or keeping it nice and clean through turn 1. Fraser leads us down into turn 3 for the first time. It looks like Bigsy's struggling at the back there a little bit. JPX99 goes for a bit of a move on KZ2 Haas. Lovely move there. KZ2 Haas going to try and hang it back round again. But Jordan's going to have what turns into the inside line line. KZ2 has goes for the switchback, but Jordan just puts his car in the right place at the right time. Meanwhile, Fourfish is having a little bit of a pop at Saxo. It's all as you were. Very much Biggsy's managed to close back in. Let's have a look as they all pile down into this corner for the first time. Fourfish and Saxo having a bit of a come in together. Fourfish looks like he's going to have the better drive out the corner though, so that's that resolved nice and easily. Let's have a little bit of a look and see what happened. Looks like Fourfish has got a better drive later on the brakes. Lovely move there by Fourfish. Of course, very much involved in last week's racing. Saxo's going to have a pop into T1. Does the same to him. A lovely move by Saxo. Does he take it too quick? Is Fourfish going to get a better run? He's not alongside. Saxo could just block the line. And a lovely move by Saxo. We're going to go back and have another quick peek at that in a minute. Just once I'm confident that everything's settled down as much as it can do. Let's go and have another look at that move that Saxo made. So this is Saxo into T1. Fourfish takes the normal line, and Saxo just gets a bit later on the brakes. And says thank you very much, as we just watched Jordan in the background nearly get it wrong as well. Just about managed to rescue that. So that's Saxo back up into third position. F124YS, aka Fraser, aka the man of many disconnects, is in first place. Being pursued hotly by a Lightblade. I don't know if he's got he's got a very pretty lady dotted on the back of his car, but Lightblade is all over that. The field has begun to spread a little bit now, with the top two breaking away from Saxo. Saxo and Fourfish have been embroiled in a battle since the start. JPX99 has confessed this isn't one of his strongest tracks, and it looks like KZ2 has just gone into the back of him there. Potentially probably just braking a little bit early, or KZ2 has just getting his brake wrong. Either way, KZ2 felt he was at least partially at fault for that, and backed off. You saw JPX give him a little bit of a flash of the indicators just to say thank you, and order is restored. But that is Biggsy up into fifth. Biggsy's benefited from that quite largely. So further up the front then, Fraser's broke away a tiny bit. Lightblade's come under the pressure of Saxo. Saxo, who does like a move into this turn. So let's go on board with Saxo. Does Lightblade bother to defend it? Saxo shows his intentions, but Lightblade just gets on the brakes nicely, and there's no chance of a move when he can brake that late. So this series then, just to give you a bit of an insight, for those of you who maybe haven't watched this before, so we watched Fourfish and Saxo go at it again. So they're all in the same car, same power, same weight. Oh, lovely switchback by Fourfish. Now it doesn't go for it. Yeah, same power, same weight. The boys aren't bothered with any tyre wear or fuel depletion. They're all on the same tyres as well. You're new to the channel. I should hope so as well. You have only just subscribed though and all. I got the notification the other day, so don't lie to me saying you've been subscribed to ages. You're meant to be my mate. So JPX99 and KZ2 have got past Biggsy somewhere along the line, so Biggsy's lost back out. KZ2 goes for a nice little move on Jordan, but if he can hang it in, he'll have a chance of getting back at him. So it's a lovely move by KZ2. We have marked it so we can go back and have a look. We'll just see if anything happens. Everything at the front's nice and congested as well. There's two little distinct packs breaking off here, so it's quite obvious nothing's going to happen there. Let's see what's happening at the front. So it's Fraser to Lightblade to Saxo to Fourfish. These four now, 1.6 seconds behind between all of them. Fraser cooks it a little bit deep. What do you do on this channel? I give you abuse. And remember, what are you being paid to do right now? Like, what's your job? what is it you're meant to be doing? Because you just sat watching YouTube at work. Bloody hell, I wish I could do that. I actually do work, mate. Well, some of my workmates watch this, so they'll probably contest that, but yeah, I do work. Okay. Ah, right, okay. Is that how it is? Meant to press the bell icon. Till light blade got closer to the brakes, then I think Fourfish went for a move on Saxo, but backs out of it in the end. So it's all kicking off in this one. Fraser's not managed to escape light blade's attention all race. His confidence has been knocked by the disconnect. Who knows, but light blade does go try and get around the outside. Fraser's car positioning is bang on. He just manages to fend off yet another attack by light blade, who had an absolutely storming race last week. Fought Fraser and Burnfly all race long at Goodwood. That is well worth a watch if you go back. You'll see the thumbnail for the video is literally 3 cars in a row. That was near the end of the race. Just as a heads up, that was very close to the end. So just sort of show you what type of racing you get from these guys. We'll just jump on board with Fourfish and just get a racer's perspective on this one. So Fraser's managed to break away a tiny bit. Light blade's probably in the worst position because he's got to think of going defensive as well. Fourfish just throws one up the inside. Bookmark that. Let's have a look and see if that was a clean move or not. I say if that was a clean move. It's always a clean move with these lot. And they're going at it again down into T1. So Fraser will be grateful for this kicking off. As Fourfish just goes defensive. I think Saxo was threatening to make a move, so Fourfish backed out of that one. So watching this move back then. So Fourfish essentially gets the overdrive coming out of the long banky boy. And yeah, just gets it made on the apex. Nice move. Meanwhile, it's all kicking off again. Sorry to KZ2, JPH and Big Z. There's just so much going on up front at the minute, but I will flip back to you boys in a minute and have a look. Light blade coming on some serious pressure from Fourfish. Fourfish, who has been embroiled in a battle with Saxo for most of the race, is now starting to put pressure on for second place on the podium. Saxo tries to throw one out on the outside. Not that much grip out there, Saxo, so he kind of has to concede the place. Autopolis, in its very technical nature, does provide a host of overtaking opportunities. So if you've got the minerals, as someone from Lockstock 2 Smoking Barrels would say, moves are possible up to about 4 or 5 of the corners on this very short circuit. T1 is one of them, a big long braking zone followed by a 90-degree corner. So as that has settled down a little bit, let's go and check on how these boys are doing. These boys are still fighting it out. JPH and KZ2 still very close. Biggsy's there as well, so Biggsy's not letting them go. This is JPH's view from his FU Cancer liveried Sirocco. Got the CJW Racing logos kablamoed all over these cars, boys. I love to see that. Giving the channel some love, because some people just randomly unsubscribe from you, Burnfly, because they spend all day at work doing no work. So that's KZ2 and JPH. Bigsy currently running 7th at the minute in his OnlyFans liveried car. I have too many questions, man. And the top boys have all simmered off just a little bit. So we're at the midpoint of the race, 9 laps in. The entire field is broken off into 2 small sections of complete and utter racing carnage. So as we see, I thought I just saw a bit of a lag then, but it wasn't. It was thingy bouncing off the curb. So because I know my internet is more strong and stable than Theresa May's government. I did the performance tests on it just this afternoon. So this pack are steadily pulling away from the pack behind, containing of KZ2, JPH and Bigsy. Sort of coming in the background there. So these boys are still fighting for position. Meanwhile, the man in charge of the race at the minute, and the man who's been in the lead of the race pretty much since it started, is now pulling a 7 and a bit temps gap on the lads behind, but these lads behind need to really work together a little bit more. So obviously Fraser isn't breaking away, but the more they fight, what you tend to see, and you have seen evidenced in this race, is if they start scrapping, it just lets the other lad fight away a little bit. So Lightblade, Fourfish and Saxo, if he can get himself back in the groove, just need to give each other a slipstream, not fight too much. Maybe bump draft each other down the straights, and then last 3-4 minutes of the race, that's it. Fight, go at it. But at least at that point, you won't have slowed each other down in the process, and you won't have let this man escape away with it. So Fraser at the minute, for my maths, is leading the championship as far as I can tell. It's a bit strange how this league works in terms of its scoring, because they're implementing things like your drop scores and all that sort of stuff. So you've got to factor all that into your point scoring, and I'm not Cal Vorderman, so I'm not going to get that one worked out very quickly. But based on race results, F124YS is doing very well. Burntfire, when he shows up, tends to put a good performance in, but he's nowhere in the championship by virtue of slacking off at work all the time, instead of actually doing any racing. It looked like Fourfish was going for a move then, but he was just making his turn in. It's an interesting little series. It's just a shame we don't have as many people show up on the reg for this one. I do know the group chat, I know a couple of the boys tonight have got out of racing commitments that mean they can't attend, and they are very good at posting up saying can't race tonight or whatnot. But I've always been the opinion the more cars on track, the better. So Biggs is caught up to that lot. If I ever meet you, I'll buy you a pint and flowers. You know where those flowers land up there, so I don't. Not in a vase. Put it that way. Unless you call your anus a vase. I don't know. Whatever you get up to in your spare time. So these three have dropped Saxo then. Again, this may be down to the fact that they're working together probably a little bit more now. So Lightblade's going to be getting slipstream from Fraser. Lightblade's giving slipstream to Fourfish. So in theory they're all helping each other's times a little bit. We are dipping into the 109s. I want to race but can't due to picking up the Muppet. Make him walk. Got legs. Make him walk, mate, come on. Yeah, so two of the boys in the comments section are our racers. One of them's I say he's at work, right? I don't know what he does for a living, but he's currently sat on YouTube watching this, so whatever he does for a living, his employee needs to have a word. I was just changing next week, shut up moaning all the time. It's always an entertaining race when you're in though, right? Because you crash and stuff, so it's fun. Right, as we're going to catch up with these with a battle for 5th. Containing KZ2 Haas, JPH and Bigsy. JPH, I've been seeing on the map, has been putting increasing pressure on him. KZ2's doing a valiant job of defending to him. Good car positioning, but can JPH get the cut back? I think he's starting to get used to the track a little bit more. JPH did commentate a race for me at Autopolis not too long back, so he should know the track, but knowing it and driving it, two different things. So is JPH going to go for a move? So KZ2 defends that one. 6 miles, yeah, probably safe to not walk that. So some good racing being shown off at the I say at the back. This isn't really at the back, is it? It's 5th, 6th and 7th. So KZ2 and JPH are battling it out. JPH just gets it on the grass a little bit. Is that going to let Bigsy have a run at him? Potentially is, but Bigsy's gone to the wrong side if he wants to get a move made, because it's now a left-hand long sweeping turn. So he's going to let JPH pull a couple of attempts back on him. JPH has also got the benefit of the slipstream from KZ2, so he's going to be able to use that in order to make some defensive moves. I switched away from the wrong moment then, but either way, KZ2 defends that one just about. So So no change at the front, but we will go back and have a look at that in just a sec because it looks like it's very close. So flicking back to the front for just a moment, then yes, very close. Look at this, Fraser, Lightblade, Fourfish, within 4 tenths of each other. So pretty similar to Goodwood last week. That these boys are having some close action once again, keeping it fair. Nice clean hard racing. The problem when you're racing this close is it's spotting your apexes, spotting your braking points. It's making sure that while you're doing all that, you're not running into the back of the other car. Lightblade goes for a lunge, but Fraser's gonna be able to keep the place. I don't think Lightblade kept that. As in, he didn't keep his foot in it on purpose. I think he felt there might have been a little bit of contact. We have bookmarked that to go and have a look, but this has let Saxo back into it. So now we've got a 4-way fight for first position with just 3.5 minutes left remaining. Fraser's defensive going into T1. Lightblade a little bit early on the brakes. That is going to let Fourfish back in. A little bit of door banging, but that's absolutely fine. Fourfish almost backs out of that move in order to let him keep his position. So Fraser now back into escaping away almost. Good little ride on board with Fourfish there as we've got a driver's eye perspective of the battle that's going on for first. Fourfish also been having to think about Saxo behind, because Saxo is a quick guy and someone that can definitely challenge for higher positions as well, and Fourfish has got to worry about him coming through. So the battle seems to have eased off behind a little bit. I'm looking at the map just to see what's going on. Let's have a look from Saxo's perspective, what's kicking off. So again, Saxo's just going for a really a better exit speed. So you'll notice his line through the corner is to go a little bit deeper and straighten out the apex, if that's even a terminology. But that's basically to get you more exit speed. These FF cars, front engine, front wheel drives, do like to understeer, as you can see here. So getting an exit out of, getting a good exit out of a corner, sorry, is not always that easy. Let's check in with the boys behind then. So KZ2 to JPH to Big Z, as they were really. No change here. And it all seems to have settled again a little bit, but, and I say but, we're coming towards the very end. Fourfish just gets it a little bit wide. Manages to keep hold of it though. It looks like Saxo just didn't quite get enough of a run on him, but Saxo is going to give him some pressure then coming into the hairpin. Fourfish is going to have to go defensive here. Goes to the apex early, but Fourfish goes too deep. Each of them leaving each other plenty of room. Nice and respectful racing. We'll just see if Saxo is going to be able to make a meal of this coming into turn 1. Fourfish coming nice and early to that defensive line. Saxo tries to hang it around the outside. If he manages to do this, I'll be very impressed. Fourfish just gets a slightly better exit, but this is spicing up now. Good to see. Fourfish on a couple of occasions has outbroke himself, and I think Saxo's starting to realise that if we can just make him think about him mauling his braking points, he will eventually make a little bit of a mistake. At least that's what it seems like he's trying to do. He's just trying to harry him into an error. So you'll notice what Saxo's been doing. We can actually take a look at how this looks from Fourfish's perspective. So this is essentially what Fourfish's view is right now in his rear view mirror, and all Saxo's doing is just poking the nose of that Sirocco into the wing mirrors all the time and getting as close as he can. It's a tactic I use, and it's essentially just to, as we see JPH in the background, get past KZ2. That is your race over for these boys. Fourfish manages to do it. So JPH managed to get past KZ2 Haas. And that's how quick that went by. I didn't even realise it was last lap. So it's last lap for these boys, because they finished just before the timer ran out. So they've got to go and complete another lap. So his light blade is too far back really to make a realistic move. So you can see confirmation of the standings so far, and unless Fraser makes a colossal error coming down here, those standings aren't going to change. So Fourfish keeps third place on the podium. Saxo, JPH, KZ2 and Bigsy round out that, but who's going to take the win? It is going to be Fraser. He wins, and Lightblade comes home in second. Wowzers, 7 guys provided so much entertainment I forgot how long the race was. Awesome job, guys, awesome job. So Fraser, after his disconnect fear, does manage to return and claim pole position and victory. So let me just save the race results. So you'll get a blue screen. I'm just screenshotting stuff. There we go. Save the replay, yes. Awesome. So just imagine what that'd have been like with more drivers. Ooh. Doesn't even beg thinking about, does it? Fraser controlled that race from the start. Lightblade put him under pressure throughout. Fourfish and Saxo just battling all the way through. KZ2, JPH and Bigsy having a good old battle at the back as well. Great to watch, boys. Let's give you guys some info on what's to come up. So, Next Gen Racing, VW Soracos. So it fills my heart with, or what's left of my heart, it fills that cold, dead thing in my chest with sadness to announce that we've only got 2 races left now. So next week we are packing the cars up into crates and flying them all the way over to Italy. And then we're going to take them on the Monza circuit, but that's the Monza circuit without a chicane. So we'll see how that. We'll see. Basically, it's just one huge speed trap. That's all that's going to be. And then the finale is at Brands Hatch GP. That race also indicates the top 4 in the championship at that point can't qualify. So if the championship title is going down to the wire, which it often does in this series, as you can tell with how close the racing is, the fact that the top 4 at that point won't be able to qualify and will start at the back, just serves to spice that up just a little bit more. European, I can't get over why. I mean, I'm gonna ask Greenie about that just to check if that's a typo, but Monza no chicane. Might as well go to Northern Hour Speedway. KZ2 Haas, hope I got some of it. Some, mate, not all, because it was battles everywhere, mate, I'm afraid. But what I might do is go back and have a look at the replay. But yeah, I saw you guys battling out, and I tried to flip between the 2 packs. Admittedly, I probably got a little bit too caught up on the front guys. My apologies, but that's sometimes just the way it goes. It is on the game. It will be a Slipstream Central. Yeah, it will be. That's all it's going to be, man. Who can get the best one out of the Parabolica? We'll end up getting an overtake at the end of the straight. JPX99 well chuffed with a 5th on a weak track of mine. Yeah, mate, good race. I think this series has shown that KZ2 Haas is not a slow guy, and you and him had a good old battle throughout it, so it was good to see. I am going to about wrap the stream up here though, boys and girls and ladies and whatever you identify as. Vegetarian saucepan, God knows. I'm going to end the stream here. I will catch you back for the VW Soracos next week. In terms of what's coming up on the channel, so I had my GT3 team versus team races last night. So I've got those videos to record. I'm probably going to be doing those over the weekend at some point, because tomorrow probably at the gym after work, and then I'm starting another race series tomorrow night, so God knows how long that's going to take up, but it might be quite a while. So it'll probably be Saturday and Sunday before you see those videos, and then we're back with the Next Gen Racing lot on Monday night for Monday Mini Madness, which we've been doing on Dark Smoker's channel recently. So if you're interested in that, go and check his channel out. I've been commentating over there. But yeah, that's it for me. Thank you to all the boys who turned up and raced tonight. Thank you to all you boys, girls and whatever you are for viewing and commentating and giving burnt fire abuse in the comments. Bobby, it looked tough, mate. It looked it. You certainly put Fraser in his place, to be honest. And there were a couple of points when you were genuinely fighting for that first. You never looked like you were just hanging on. It always looked like you were, genuinely going for it. I classify as a slow alien. So like them ones out of Independence Day that just, instead of, obviously the spaceships can go warp speed because they're aliens, but they hover over New York City at like 10 miles an hour. Them ones, we'll call you that. Alright, so that's me for tonight. Thank you for tuning in, and I will catch you all in the next one. Good night.